we're back here reading Hank Zipser. Help, somebody get me out of fourth grade. This is about Hank, and he is having parent-teacher conferences come up, and he is not a super good student, so he's a little bit worried about what they're going to say, what his teacher's going to say to his parents. We have Hank, of course, and then his best friend Ashley and best friend Frankie, and then Miss Adolph, their teacher. Chapter 2. Usually when the recess bell rings, Frankie and I are the first ones out of class and in line for tetherball. Frankie is the tetherball champ of PS 87, Public School 87. No kidding. When they put tetherball into the Olympics, Frankie Townsend will be able to get the gold medal for sure. And while we're discussing the Olympics, can anyone tell me why tetherball isn't an Olympic sport and synchronized swimming is? Girls in nose plugs? Give me a break. They should give us a gold medal for watching them. Don't tell anybody about this, but I once tried synchronized swimming in my bathtub. Put my legs high up in the air, lost my balance, fell over, and caused a tidal wave so big that it flooded the bathroom. There was so much water on the floor and so few towels that I panicked. I jumped out of the tub and watched in horror as the water flowed under the door and into the hallway. I flung open the door and bolted for the linen closet to get more towels. As I grabbed for the stack of towels and headed for the bathroom, I ran smack dab into my 9-year-old sister, Emily. Towels flew everywhere. I was totally naked. And she was totally screaming at the top of her lungs, which made me scream at the top of my lungs. That little scream fest made our dachshund, Cheerio, start spinning in circles, which he does when he totally gets nervous. As he spun right by me, I tripped over him and went sliding down the linoleum hall like a big bowling ball, stopping just in time to wave hello to my mom, who was doing the dinner dishes. Hank, why are you sliding around naked? My mom said. Just practicing my synchronized swimming, Mom. Gotta go. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Where was I? I was about to tell you how I like to be the first in line for tetherball. I lose focus sometimes. Your mind wanders a lot when you have learning challenges like I do. My dad always says, stay focused, Hank. Stay focused. Hey, it's not as easy as it sounds. The point here is that when the recess bell rang, I couldn't bolt out of my chair for the playground like I usually do. My legs felt like each one weighed about 1,000 pounds. Let's jet, Frankie said to me. What are you waiting for? I have more important things than tetherball on my mind today, I answered. What could be more important than that, I asked. Being left back, I said. The thought was so scary I barely could say the words. I think McKelty was right. Hank, Ashley said. Nick McKelty hasn't been right about anything since the Brontosaurus walked to the earth. McKelty, though, he says he knows for sure that I'm going to have to repeat the 4th grade, I said. Zip, my man, the only person who knows that for sure is Miss Adolphus, the flesh-eating Tyrannosaurus Rex of the 4th grade, Frankie chimed. That is why Frankie is my best friend. Even at my lowest, he can make me laugh. Hank, you're not going to be left back, Ashley said. Gotta relax. Do what Frankie always says. Breathe. Yeah, Frankie said. Enjoy that air shooting in your lungs. Listen, guys, I can't breathe, I whispered. I can't eat. I can't play tetherball. I can't think about anything else until I know for sure if I'm going to be left back or not. Miss Adolph was putting on her gray sweater to get ready to go out for recess duty. She stood up behind her desk and looked out over us out of her gray glasses. What are you children doing still inside, she asked. Mr. Zipser, it isn't like you to be doing extra credit work. Ashley poked me in the ribs. Go ask her, she whispered. Or do you want me to? No, I'll do it. It's my future. How could this be? I would just have to look at Miss Adolph in the eyes and say, I'm sure Mr. Nick McKelty was messing with me, but I want to make sure that you're not going to make me repeat the 4th grade. That's all I had to say. Simple sentence. American language. Which I have been speaking since I was 2 years old. So I could do this, no problem. I walked up to Miss Adolph's desk. The walk from her desk to my desk seemed like 100 million miles. I looked at her and swallowed hard. Miss Adolph, I have a very important question to ask you. It's about the 5th grade. Yes, don't just stand there, Henry. I don't have all day. Am I? Suddenly the door flew open and 6th graders flew in. Miss Adolph, he said, they told me to come and get you immediately. I'm right in the middle of something, young man, she said, but this can't wait. Robert Upchurch got his tie caught on the seesaw and he can't get off. He says he's kind of feeling nauseous and he's about to toss the string cheese. Oh my, this is an emergency, Miss Adolf said. Without even looking at me, she ran out the door. I can't believe it, I said. Robert Upchurch screws everything up again. I'm right in the middle of the most important question of. My tongue froze mid-sentence. That's because my eyeballs landed on something that I wish they hadn't seen. Hey guys, come here, I whispered. Look at this. Miss Adolf left her roll book out of the drawer. Her roll book is where she puts attendance and where the grades go. This was definitely a first because Miss Adolf keeps her roll book locked up in her drawer at all times, except for when she's calling roll, attendance, or entering grades. I looked at the dark blue roll book sitting there on top of her desk. The answer to my 5th grade future was calling to me from inside its cover. Just one peek inside would tell me if I was going to be a 4th grader again or if I could move on like other 5th graders. Like all my other friends. Hank, Ashley whispered, are you thinking what I think you're thinking? I think so, I answered. You can't do it, Ashley said. I'm just going to look at my name, Zipser. It's the last one. I know exactly where it is. I promise I won't let my eyes wander to anybody else's name. But what if she comes back and sees you? Frankie said. She's not coming back right away, I whispered. She's on the playground with Robert untying his tie. But that's her roll book, dude, Frankie said. She catches you with your hands on that, she's going to send you all the way back to preschool. If you're not careful, you're going to be singing Wheels on the Bus with a bunch of ankle-biter preschoolers spitting up all over your Mets t-shirt. Frankie was right, and I knew it. If Miss Adolf caught me looking through her precious secret roll book, she would be like really mad. Madder even than she gets at Luke Whitman when he picks his nose and wipes his picking finger on the blackboard eraser. But on the other hand, I had to know what was in there. I just had to. It wasn't like I was just a little curious. There was a super loud voice in my head saying, Hank, you must find out about your future. I looked at the roll book, then over at Ashley and Frankie. I didn't know what to do. We will stop right there. Chapter 3, 10 Reasons Why I Shouldn't Look in Miss Adolf's roll book. You have to know something about Zipser. He likes to make lists. Mrs. McEvers and him would get along really well. So he's got 10 reasons why he shouldn't look in the roll book. Number 1, it's not mine. Number 2, I don't have her permission. Number 3, she told us we can't. Number 4, no living 4th grader has ever dared to look in there before. Number 5, I may see one of her cooties walking across the page. Number 6, the cootie could attack me and bite me, and I'd turn into a grumpy, gray-faced 4th grade teacher with lint on my skirt. Number 7, what if Miss Adolf set a finger trap in there that would snap onto my fingers and never come off? Number 8, I need all my fingers in case one day I decide to play keyboards in the rock band. Number 9, come on, Hank, who are you kidding? You know you're going to do it. P.S. I know, you don't have to remind me that there are only 9 reasons on the list. I couldn't come up with a 10th. As soon as I do, I'll let you know. But don't hold your breath. We will stop right there.